Playwright, Cypress, or Selenium? What should you choose in 2026? Today we are going to answer this question. We are going to review benchmark results of speed, resource usage and stability. Let's go. Before we jump to benchmark results, we need to declare what is what. First of all three solutions are open source. Cypress is JavaScript-based end-to-end testing framework that provides enhanced development experience in integrated environment. It addresses the configuration challenges, automates end-to-end browser tests. Selenium. Selenium is a pioneer in a web app testing framework. We have various tools from Selenium: Selenium Grid, Selenium IDE, Selenium WebDriver. This is application for different needs. All of them are written in different languages, including Java, JavaScript, C# and Python. Playwright is the newest one. Right now it includes coverage of Chromium, Firefox and WebKit. Let's quickly see of pros and cons of our frameworks. Cypress, simple and intuitive API, automatic waiting for elements, real-time reloading, built-in capabilities for recording videos, comprehensive documentation. Selenium supports all major browsers, offers a variety of grid options for parallel test execution, extensive community, no restrictions on the domain. Playwright, simple setup and modern API, multiple programming languages support, cross-browser and cross-platform support, auto-wait, web-first, assertion and tracing features. Let's jump to cons. For Cypress, limited to Chromium-based browser, supports only JavaScript, no native support for parallel execution, limited support for cross-browser testing, requires third-party integrations for features like XPath and reporting. Selenium cons. Setup can get complex, no built-in automatic waitings, slower performance, missing built-in reporting facility, requires external runner. Finally, Playwright, smaller community. Multi-thread architecture may impact testing speed. Test browser engines as opposed to full browsers. Limited browser support. Does not support native mobile apps. Every testing framework claims to be fast. But when your CI pipeline takes 90 minutes and half the failures are flaky, claims don't matter, numbers do. First benchmark which we are going to review is raw execution speed. We are going to take only one single test and measure its execution time. Playwright got it for 4 seconds, Cypress 5 and Selenium 9 seconds. So Playwright is the fastest one. If you want to get hourly rate of those results, it means 1200 tests per hour for Playwright, 800 tests for Cypress and 600 tests for Selenium. You can see that Selenium unfortunately is the slowest one, while Playwright is the fastest. And it matters a lot if you are starting to measure it per hourly rate. It's like almost double fast for Playwright and Cypress being somewhere in the middle. When we got 100 runs, we see next picture. Playwright is still at the lead. Second one comes Puppeteer, Cypress and Selenium. Now it's time for resource usage, CPU and memory. We got some metrics to show you. First of all, 10 parallel tests. We're going to consume 2 GB for Playwright, 3 GB for Cypress and 4 GB for Selenium. Next, capacity. How many parallel scenarios we are able to run. For Playwright it's 15 to 30, for Cypress 4 to 8, for Selenium also 4 to 8. Browser processes. We have one shared browser process for Playwright, Cypress 1 per suite and Selenium 1 per test. CPU profile. Moderate low for Playwright, moderate for Cypress and high for Selenium. The memory gap comes from how each framework handles browser instances. Selenium spawns one full browser per test session. Cypress uses one browser per suite, but adds its own proxy and binding overhead. Playwright shares a single browser process across multiple lightweight contexts. Here we can see the difference of RAM consumption and maximum parallel testing. Playwright consumes the less memory and in the meantime, has the biggest amount of parallel tests. Cypress somewhere in the middle, but not far away from Selenium, which unfortunately both of them are far away from Playwright. Most benchmarks only test Chromium, but in real world we would need also Edge, WebKit and Firefox. Microsoft Edge adds 4% roughly, WebKit 13%, Chrome plus 20%, and finally Firefox 35%. Takeaways: Chromium is consistently faster for Playwright tests. Firefox is the slowest. The performance gaps are not random, they are built into how each framework communicates with browsers. Flakiness reductions versus baseline. Playwright 80-90% are less flackier. Cypress 60-70%. Selenium baseline highest flakiness. Okay, let's have a consolidated view. Per action speed 290 milliseconds for Playwright, Cypress 400 and Selenium 500 is the slowest one. Test hour rate 1000 as you remember, 800 and 600 for Selenium. RAM 10 parallel tests, it's 2 GB, Cypress 3 GB and Selenium 4. As for flakiness reductions, Cypress got 60% comparing with the baseline of Selenium and Playwright got 80%. Finally, framework decision flowchart. Multi-language or legacy browsers, you have the only option Selenium. If you want to support only modern browsers and want to focus on JavaScript, then you should choose Playwright. This is maximum speed plus cross browsers. To have simplicity and Chrome only, use Cypress.